Hey guys, welcome to Unbiased Rugby. So today I'm going to be talking about the midfield conundrum. There's a lot of there's a few issues that I see in the Springbok midfield. So I'm just going to talk about the available players that we have. In an ideal world, what would be a really nice midfield combination to have? Try to compare them to some of the players that I rate, and then really try to see where I see the midfield going. It's not going to be to everyone's taste because the midfield's got some real polarizing kind of players. You either like them or you don't like them. And so yeah, I'm going to go through the player listings and the players that are available, and the players that I think Russ is going to end up taking through to the World Cup. So here's the midfield combination that we have. These are the players that we have at the moment. Damon de Allende, Francois Steyn and Andre Esthuizen playing number 12. I think those are the ones that we've got at the moment. Do I think they're the best? No, I don't think they're the best. I think there is one more player that's better than them, but he is injured at the moment. Outside centre, 13, we've got Jesse Kriel and Lakanya Arm. I think both are really good players. But I'm going to really just talk about some of them in a bit more detail. So taking the inside centre or second five, we've got Damon de Allende seems to be the choice that's going to be going forward through to the World Cup. I know a lot of people don't like him, but a lot of people say even if he had a great game, you'd probably still not like him at the end of the game. And then obviously there's also been Andre Esthuizen before Francois Steyn came back, and I don't know what to say. I'm trying not to be horrible, but I just think Damon de Allende had 37 attempts in the Springbok jersey, and he still hasn't learned to pass. He still takes the ball into contact, and I don't think it's ever going to change. But if you're bringing him into the team, then that's how he's going to play. You know he's going to play like that, so you've got to obviously start adapting to the way that he plays as opposed to trying to get him to fit a mould. So we've got to try to come up with a game plan that uses his strengths to the best of our ability. Like I think we were playing against Ireland a few years ago when he did those diabolical kicks, and he was playing the game completely different to the way that he should be playing the game, the way that he feels the most comfortable. I think under Rusty he feels a little bit more comfortable and can play the way that he wants to play. So I'm just going to have a drink. Andre Esthuizen, I'm going to be honest, he hasn't really impressed me in the Springbok jersey. I think he does play fairly well for the Sharks. He does bring that kind of impact kind of player. But, you know, I try to think of a player that goes into contact a lot and gets over the game line. I'd say that probably the best out there at the moment is probably Lamape from New Zealand. I think he's one of the strongest number 12s to get through the defensive line, and he brings something special. So I think if you're going to be playing a crash ball kind of game, are you comparable to him? And I don't think either one of them are comparable to him. Then I'd probably say the best, for me personally, the best 12 in the world is probably Ryan Crotty. I just think the guy is just an absolute genius. He's put it excellent prime. And I try to think if Damon de Allende, Francois Steyn or Andre Esthuizen are anywhere close to Ryan Crotty. I'd say the only one that's really close to him is probably Francois Steyn. I think he's probably the all-round rugby player out of those three. But I don't think he's going to end up starting. I think he brings more off the bench because he can play so many different positions, 10, 15, 12. The guy can play anyway. He could probably play scrum half if he wanted to. So I think he's going to be brought in for that. So now it's between Damon de Allende and Andre Esthuizen who we're going to be taking through to the World Cup. I'll get back to that one for now. 13, I think we've got two rock-solid 13s in South Africa. In Jesse Kriel and Lakanya Arm, I think they're the obvious choices for the 13 position. I don't think 13 is a problem in this country. Personally, I'm a huge big Blue Bulls fan. They are my team, and Jesse Kriel was my hero for a long time, but I've seen Lakanya Arm play, and I think the guy's an absolute genius when it comes to understanding space, understanding when to tackle, when to hold the ball in two hands, when to offload, how to bring. He's what I'd call an unselfish rugby player. He really puts other players in, he makes other players look good, and so it ends up like the wingers start looking really good, Spoon Corsi and all of that. But it's all because of the distribution that he gives from his position. He understands what to do. very good at the breakdown. He's always over that ball competing. Excellent at defence, and he's a great communicator. And the thing with Jesse Creel is he's also a great communicator. He's also very good in his position. So it is a tough call. But if I was going to be starting, I'd probably start with Lukhanyo Am. I think he brings something. He brings something special especially against the real Tier 1 nations. So I'm talking like the top 8, top 5 maybe. I'd rather play a Lukhanyo Am than a Jesse Creel. But I'd probably start a Jesse Creel at 7 or 8 in the world rankings. That's how I'd probably play to try keep that continuity. But yeah, those are the 5 choices we have. I think we might end up taking 4 midfields. I'm sure we'll only take 4 to the World Cup. I was trying to do the maths and I couldn't think of how many we would take. And Francois Stein's a great addition because he can cover 10 and 15. So he's a really good combination to have. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to show you what my perfect, if the world's aligned and everyone was healthy and fit, this is probably who I'd have as the team I'd take to the World Cup. So it's such a pity that Jan Serfontain's had ankle surgery at the moment. I still believe he's the best 12 that's currently playing, South African currently playing that's eligible to play for South Africa. I honestly believe he's the best 12 that we have. With Rugby Championships a few years in a row before he left South Africa, I thought he was the best 12 currently playing. For me, he's comparable to Ryan Crotty. He brings something on attack. He understands how to put other players into space. It's really, really good, and I think he's probably the best 12 that we could have. I take Lukhanyo Am as my starting 13, and I take Francois Steyn and Jesse Creel as my bench. Well, not really. I'd alternate them around quite a bit. But you can see there, look, there's a hell of a lot of experience there, 35, 57, 41 caps. Lukhanyo Am's only got 7. But this is what I think is probably going to end up. He doesn't do a lot of things wrong. I'm just worried that he doesn't bring enough on attack. But this is what we've got. This is what we've got to have to play with. Lukhanyo Am, I started looking at it and I think Lukhanyo Am's only got 7 tests and he's already that kind of player that understands our defensive system. I just imagine him when he's got 17 caps or 27 caps, what kind of player he's going to be. He's going to be absolute world class. I think the guy's knocking on the door of world class. But that looks like it's going to be the midfield combination that we're going to take. I think we're going to come into a bit of stick, especially coming against last time we played New Zealand, obviously they had Sonny Bill Williams at 12, but when they have Ryan Crotty at 12, Jack Goodhue, which I think that's probably New Zealand's best centre pairing. I wonder if Damon Delende and Lukhanyo Am could come a little bit unstuck playing against really, really good midfielders. But yeah, guys, that's the conundrum we have. I think we've got to be realistic here. We can't bring somebody new in, like a Burger Odendaal or something like that. Not that I really enjoy the way he plays, but he's not at this level. But we can't bring in somebody new. There's no bolters. There's no one playing Currie Cup that's going to come through. So this is what we've got. A lot of people would say, well, where's Andre Esthuizen? But I'd rather take Frans Steyn than Andre Esthuizen to the World Cup. I'm going to be completely honest. I think Francois Steyn just brings a hell of a lot more to the party. But yeah, guys, put your comments down below of what you think of this midfield combination. Do you think of players I haven't thought about that we could probably use in the midfield? And where we could actually use them, how we could use them. Do you think Damon Delende and Lukhanyo Am are our starting midfielders, or do you think there's a different kind of combination? Listen, guys, I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful day and rest of your week. Chat soon. Cheers. Bye.